Really, Mets? Really? Really? Let's step into the on-deck circle.
You're listening to the DFS On Deck podcast, brought to you by LineStar App, the top-rated DFS tool set and #1 companion for DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo Daily Fantasy. Go LineStar Premium now at LineStarApp.com. Now, here are your hosts, fantasy baseball experts Joe Pisapia and KC Bubba.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and welcome to On Deck right here on the LineStar app. It is me, it's Casey Bubba, and it's you, and we're talking all things MLB DFS right here for you, courtesy of the LineStar app. So go get the LineStar app over on the App Store and upgrade to the premium product, and you can get all of the great knowledge that we are slowly starting to impart a little bit. We don't want to give away the whole game because we want you to make sure you make our bosses happy and go over and get the LineStar app. But in all seriousness, it is the best tool site out there for DFS. We got MLB going. We got a little NBA left. Of course, we got NFL in full gear with the Pre-Snap podcast as well. And I want to remind everybody out there, new Pre-Snap will drop later today, this afternoon, recapping week 2, I should say, and hot taking look ahead at week 3. So certainly a lot to break down there with injuries because there's going to be a lot of guys now who are going to be new on that slate and a lot of traps. So we'll start to talk a little bit about that. But speaking of traps, Bubba, is there a greater trap out there than the Jacob deGrom start? Because, it always looks good on paper, and then the Mets offense just doesn't show up yet again. How do you strike out 14 guys, give up 2 runs, and lose? I don't know, but the Mets find a way.
It's impressive. It's a feat in itself, and I guess the best you can say is they're consistent, so that's good. But it's pretty rough. Like watching how well he pitched last night to walk away with a loss in that. Now he keeps going out there and does it time and time again.
Let me tell you, man, it's unbelievable. I know this is my own private Idaho right now that I'm in, and I can't get out of it. I know, I understand, but it is frustrating, to see that guy be that good and then it all just kind of go to crap. But what are you gonna do? Let's fly around yesterday because we got a lot of games to get to today, so we'll be quick. Dylan Bundy got a 1. Jared Walsh grand slam. Where did this guy come from, Bubba? Unbelievable. This dude's just gone up there and just raked. And usually, whenever I have a guy from the PCL, you always just kind of roll your eyes. But I don't know. I don't know what this is going to mean for 2021, man. But it feels like he's going to be on a lot of people's radars next year as everyone's favorite sleeper.
Yeah, he's going to be a very favorite target, but it's going to be interesting to see where it plays out because you still have Ohtani there. You still have Pujols there for another year. And right now they're kind of not playing him because they struggled so much. But you'd have to imagine the money they're paying him, they'll start the year playing. So where does Walsh fit into the mix?
I don't know. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. Zach Wheeler took a loss against Anibal Sanchez, so that was a little surprising there, but that's baseball. Aaron Savali, 7-4, and the Indians get a W there over the White Sox. You also had the Blue Jays and Yankees putting up 16 runs between them. Rookie Alejandro Kirk has a home run and 4 hits for the Jays, so we'll keep an eye on that guy these last couple days here. a little tidbit here at the end of the season. Eugenio Suarez homers, and the Reds continue to surge, baby. 6-3. Castillo gets another W. That ERA for Castillo, by the way, now is a 2.86. Do you remember like a month ago when we were talking about the FIP of Castillo compared to the ERA and how eventually that would straighten itself out? Well, guess what? It looks like it's straightened itself out.
Yeah, not too shabby. Just imagine if this was a full season and we get the whole Castillo treatment. That's why people panicking real early with pitchers still getting loose and figuring things out was silly talk, Joe.
It's one of the easiest ways to get good pitchers in a trade is to just look at the ERA and FIP, see the discrepancy, see the guys that are way too high that might be on your team in terms of like, wow, the ERA is low, but the FIP is high, and trade them off. I mean, it's just one of the easiest indicators. It's such a great stat in order to make an evaluation on who to buy and sell in terms of pitching. I don't know why people just don't do it more. Cubs Pirates 5-0. John Lester. There's a perfect example of a guy who's FIP, right? Look at his ERA. It was like a 1.9 at some point. Now it's 4.4. You got a W here, though, because, well, it's the Pirates.
The Pirates.
Yeah, exactly. 5-4 Braves over the Marlins. So we did get 9 runs in that game. I don't even want to talk about the Mets. We're just going to skip it because I'm so mad. Adam Wainwright took the loss there to the Royals. So surprising there, that little pivot. However, It's all about our boy Marco Gonzalez. Shuts
Yes,
down the
indeedy.
Astros, 8 shutout innings. Woo! Gets a Ric Flair
Yep.
woo because that was so good. Bubba crushed it yesterday with that one. We got on board with Marco Gonzalez over McCullers and that upset. And if you had that, it was a good day. Marquez 7-2 with the Rockies beating the Giants. So that was yesterday, but it's a new day. Yes, it is. And Bubba, do my eyes deceive me, or is this a regular old slate on both sats?
Yes, we have identical 11-day slates. I do declare that we
Oh
have
my
some great
goodness
baseball to
gracious. Oh
talk
my
about.
Lord. Bless your heart. I can't believe how simple we're keeping it today.
It only took 7 weeks, Joey P, but we got it.
I know. Well, let's enjoy it while we got it. All right, here you go. Get your pens and papers out, boys and girls. Let's get going. Jose Quintana, 7-5 against Steven Brault, 7-8 over on FanDuel. On DK, basically 7-1 for Quintana, 6-4 for Brault. If you want to look for some value there on the DK side, there's not a whole lot of it except maybe Kyle Schwarber. He's going lefty on that one. Hayward at 3.6. Outside of that, you also got Nico Horner at 2.4. If you believe in the kid on FanDuel, it's a little bit more value. You got Baez at 3K, Wilson Contreras at 2.8, hitting in the 3-hole. Anything here from this game that excites you?
No, the only thing I'll mention is Quintana's going to open, Alizé is going to come in after, but both these offenses are just pretty abysmal right now, so I'm just going to kind of scratch this game off the list.
I'm with you, man. I don't get it. The Cubs lineup, you look at the names, you see Rizzo, Bryant, you see this, and it's just been, I think lackluster is the best word for it. And I don't understand why. It's very strange. And I guess over a full season, maybe there would have been a very hot streak there for them collectively. But it's been like a couple Javier Baez one-offs. Hayward had that little stretch there where he was hitting well. But, it's just very weird. It feels like the Cubs are on the precipice of just breaking this whole thing up at some point soon. So we'll stay tuned for that. See how that goes this offseason. Blake Snell, the lefty against the Mets, Seth Lugo at 7K. Snell is 9.2 on FanDuel. Over on DK, Lugo is 7.4. Snell is 9.5. Do you have any love for Lugo as a secondary arm tonight, or just the innings limit concerns you?
No, I do. They stretched him out. He's getting closer to 90 to 100 pitches. Strikeout stuff's really good. He's pitched really, he's had a really rough outing of late. But the overall mix of things is very good, so I don't mind going back to him as an SP2. There's a couple other guys I like that are cheaper, at least on DraftKings. On FanDuel, not so much. But SP2 on DK, I can go with Seth Lugo in a GPP.
I'm going to fade the Mets tonight collectively just because I'm mad at them. No, I'm going to fade them because look, I have a little too much respect for Blake Snell there in this spot, so I'm gonna just fade them a little bit tonight, including Lugo as a secondary arm in a GPP. I'm okay with it. We've also got Jose Urena at 6.6 and Bryce Wilson at 5.5 on DK. Two very cheap guys there. I don't think either of these guys really float our boats as single pitchers, but same old deal. Every day, same thing. Marte on FanDuel, cheap, 3K. Aguilar, 3K. Anderson, 2.9. Cooper, Anderson Cooper. I just put that together for the first time. Look, and it almost took me a whole season to do it. Look at that. I just Anderson Cooper, 2.9, 3.1 for them respectively. On the Brave side of things on FanDuel, not a lot of value at the top of the lineup because they're all 4 and above in terms of Freeman, Acuna, and Ozuna. Continues to be the guys lower down the lineup. Austin Riley hitting the 9 spot at 2.9. Would you, as Riley had a couple hits again yesterday, would you take that Riley 9.12 and kind of get Acuna and Freeman a little cheaper against this matchup in Urena?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go about it because they are super expensive on DraftKings, but it's such a great matchup versus Urena. You can expose that situation. And the Marlins are in a great spot, too, because Bryce Wilson isn't much of anything as well. So they're pricier on DK, but you can still got the Coopers, the Aguilars that are affordable, the Dickersons. Miguel Rojas is swinging a very hot bat. He's stealing a lot of bases, so he's racking up fantasy points in different ways. He's 31 on FanDuel, so you can get some affordable Marlins and go with some Braves. This is one of the games where you can definitely game stack it if you want, but yes, they're a little more expensive on DraftKings, so it's a little more complicated.
All right, Keegan Aiken, the lefty at 8.1. 8.1? Really? Is that where we're at with Keegan Aiken? That seems a little high to me, but okay. Against Nick Pivetta, 5.9. That seems correct.
Yes.
I just want
Yes, very correct.
All right, so Keegan Aiken is 6.3 over on DK. And Nick Pivetta, let's not even discuss what the price is because it's not worth it. Okay, so Nick Pivetta in Boston tonight. I like this for the Orioles. I'm sort of getting excited here about this. So take me through your thoughts and approach on this one. Should everyone else be excited about it also?
Yes, because it's Nick Pivetta. If you need to look back on Nick Pivetta, probably search YouTube home runs Nick Pivetta, and you're going to understand exactly why we want to target Nick Pivetta. And he's usually worse versus righties than lefties in his career, given we haven't seen much of him in the last year because he's been in the bullpen. But yes, give me all the Orioles you can get your hands on. DJ Stewart's still super affordable. He's 26 on DK and priced very, very nicely on FanDuel at 2,900. You got the Mount Castles of the world at 36 on FanDuel, at 37 on DraftKings. They're usually in the middle of that order. Then you can mix and match. Iglesias is a good average guy to set the table. I like the Orioles quite a bit on this one against Nick Pivetta tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. It just feels right. I mean, they're going to be cheap. They're going to be, you can get on the other side of this too. I mean, Bobby Dahlback and Michael Chavis are very cheap, especially on FanDuel, 2.7, 2.9 for those two guys. They've been swinging hot bats. You got a matchup against the lefty here. So you can game stack this bad boy as far as I'm concerned. I'm not, I've never been so excited for a Red Sox Orioles game before, but here we are.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to feel like week 17 a little bit in the NFL.
Yep.
Like where everyone's just like, whatever, just go out there and play and just, all bets are off. It's been a crazy year. Go out there, kids, have some fun. And we're going to take everybody to Pizza Hut after. Tariq Skubal, 7.5K for him against the Twins. I'm assuming that you're going to fade him against the Twinkies tonight. Who is pitching for the Twins tonight?
Our good old buddy. They're bringing him back up from the alt site. Mr. YouTube driver himself, Randy Domnack.
Dobbs, yeah, there we go. Excellent, very good. Well, Domnack keeps the ball down. There's an awful lot of fantasy upside, unfortunately, but let's talk about this one from a fantasy point of view. Bubba, when you're looking at the lineup here, how do you want to approach this? Do you want to go ahead and stack this? Do you like a couple one-offs? Because I do see some value here, at least, which is odd on DK. You don't see a whole lot of it, but Polanco and Donaldson at 3.9 and 4.1 at the top of this order are not bad, and you got Rosario 4.2. It's at least decent enough. Kepler's 4.1. These guys aren't all the way up into the 5 range quite yet.
Yeah, that's what I like about this. Donaldson at 41, hitting like second or third against Skubal. You mentioned Polanco. Keep an eye on Byron Buxton, who's actually been swinging a very, very good bat.
He was the next one on the list, yeah.
And he was leading off over the weekend, all 3 games. So if he's leading off at 38 in front of Donaldson, that is a stack I can like. It's affordable for the Twins, which we haven't really said all season long.
No,
so I think that's a lot.
They've been like duos or one-offs. Like it's been tough to kind of get all in there on a lineup, but Buxton's 3K over on FanDuel. Believe it or not, Kepler's even cheaper at 2.9. Polanco and Donaldson 3, Polanco 2.8. There's a ton of value on the Twins tonight on FanDuel, and I think you got to do it. I mean, Skubal's got some talent, but like let's not get crazy here.
Yeah, I like Skubal. He's good, and he's probably going to be good going forward. But there's a lot of times where we talk about those rookies that kind of get a little rocky, and you're facing a Twins offense like that. You're going to make a few mistakes. Take advantage. One last thing I want to mention quickly: if you are looking for value on this slate, because there's a lot of expensive bats, especially on DraftKings more so than FanDuel. Dobnak, lots of contact. So guys like Victor Reyes leading off, Heimer Candelario, affordable value savers over on DraftKings.
All right, so the Cardinals were a little disappointing yesterday, and I don't love this matchup they have tonight. You got Brady Singer at 9.6, which is a lot of respect for Brady Singer. Here you go. You ready? Get the drum roll going. Brady Singer 9.6, invert it. 6.9, the 6.9.
SP2, lock him up.
SP2, lock him up. I mean, right? It's just that easy?
Just do it.
I mean,
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that price tag's too good.
I'm with you, brother. I don't see it. I don't understand. He's going against Austin Gomer. I mean, once again, you cannot make up the names of 2020. Like, it's just hysterical where we're at. But yeah, Brady Singer just seems like a lock. Now, as a standalone arm at 9.6, I don't know if I can get behind that.
No, I don't know. There's other guys that are like $300 more that I'll definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's just madness. If you want to tempt me on Brady Singer, give me a nice 8.5, and then you have my ear. But not 6.9. No, I mean not 9.6. What am I saying? But the 6.9, very good. Anything else to add here from the offensive side? Michael Franco continues to be pretty good. I mean, DK is at 3.7. Jorge Soler at 2.5. Do my eyes deceive me? I don't know what this character is today or where this came from.
I love it. I love the dedication to it. I love everything about it. It's great.
So Jorge Soler 2.5, Michael Franco 3.7. Those are two extraordinary values on DK. On FanDuel, guess what? Mondesi still is hated by FanDuel. He's 2.9. No one understands why. Solaire's 3. Michael Franco's 2.9. So the Twins and the Royals right now look like some very affordable bats that you can really make a lot of things work.
Yeah, definitely. Salvi Perez swinging it well, too. You got Merrifield, just affordable on FanDuel. So I like that a lot. The Soler price, that's just DraftKings being drunk, not realizing he's back from the IL yet. So that's a nice thing. Yeah, the Royals definitely bring some value in this matchup versus Gomber and the bullpen. So I can get behind that.
All right, Caleb Smith and Jordan Lyles. This is the Texas Rangers at Arizona. I want to skip this game with every part of my being.
No.
And at the same time, I feel like there's going to be runs in it, and I'm going to regret it. And I guess the problem I have with it is I have no idea where those runs are coming from. This is a complete cluster as far as I'm concerned, because these two teams are so all over the board. It doesn't feel like a good investable game. If anything, I would wager on it with the Texas Rangers at plus 128. Like, that to me is the best thing you could do with this game, is actually bet on it.
Possibly. The one thing
it's like $20, you bet on it, you might win some money. Other than that, I think this game from a DFS standpoint is maddening, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you see it differently. What do you see?
Well, what I like about it, I'm not going to go crazy with it, but especially on DK again, I mentioned Tiger's value. This value has got more upside to me with power-wise facing Jordan Lyles. Yeah, Cole Calhoun's 45 on DK, 34 on FanDuel, just hitting everything right now. The guys I like for value, though, Christian Walker is swinging an extremely hot bat. He's 3K on FanDuel, 32 on DK is a very nice savings against Jordan Lyles. And then David Peralta is 36 on DK, 28. So you can have a mini three-man stack. If you want a one-off with just Walker for value to go elsewhere, that's kind of where I'm using this game. Again, yeah, I'm not going all in because it is a mess, but I think there is some value to be had in a matchup for Jordan Lyles, who's just horrible at pitching.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies for Framber Valdez games.
Yep.
That's right.
This is why you don't pay for Brady Singer on FanDuel.
That's right. There you go. 10K for Framber Valdez, and you got a song out of me this early in the morning, which, again, I am so punchy right now. Where we're at.
See what the Mets do to him, listeners? See what the Mets do.
It's in the Mets in football season. This is it. 9.7 on DK, 10K on FanDuel. So, against Leger Newsom, that is definitely some strikeouts in the Seattle Mariners lineup. We got the Seattle side right yesterday. This time it's time to go back to the Houston side, right, Bubba?
Yes, I was looking at this last night. Seattle strikes out 27% of the time versus left-handed pitching. So, Framber Valdez, he can be your SP1, Brady Singer your SP2 on DraftKings, and then walk away. And then on FanDuel, play Framber Valdez. If it doesn't work out, so be it. But that is a phenomenal set of pitching matchups tonight.
Yeah, dude, you got to do it. You got to Framber it up. How about offensively? How would you attack this one?
Man, these Astros are so bad, but Leger Newsom ain't that great either. I like Kyle Tucker, 3,300 on FanDuel, and he's 42. I just had him here. Come on, rookie. He's 42 on DraftKings, so I do like that quite a bit. Springer swinging it good, but everybody else, it's kind of a mess. Brantley's value if you want it, but pretty much Kyle Tucker is the one guy I really want tonight against Newsom.
I'm going to make everyone a promise here on the program that if Framber Valdez pitches well, I will open the show tomorrow with that same song. I just want to say,
oh, please, Framber,
there you go.
Please.
Framber, go out, take care of business, handle your business, son.
Yes.
Griffin Canning against Zach Davies. Now, look, Davies has been really good. Last week, he let us down. Are we ready to love again here at 9.9 on DK and on FanDuel? The price is at 10.1. I say no compared to Framber. I mean, I can't do that. They're the same price. That makes 0 sense. You're giving me the Angels instead with Trout and Walsh and Rendon and all that stuff. And Walsh is still cheap. He's 3-1 on FanDuel still. So things haven't caught up to him. DK has, because DK is paying attention. Yes. He's 4-7. But I can't do this here. I'm not going to do it. I mean, Davies pitched very well. I don't love the Angels here at the same point, but I just different for the sake of different. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, if you have a bunch of Framber and you want to get one lineup different just to cover yourself and hedge a little bit, if you have that kind of bankroll, okay. But I don't think it's good. I don't think it's the way to go. I'd rather play the single entry tournament with Framber tonight and just roll.
That's 100% the way I would go about it. Framber is the top guy. If you're making multi-entries, is it Davies is a great pivot? Sure. No doubt about it. But he's going to be much lower owned than Framber. But if you're making just one lineup, even two lineups, I want the Framber aspect in life.
Yeah. By the way, I can't imagine like the email I'm going to get from Dan and Eric after they hear that song.
They're going to sign you to their new podcast.
Joe,
you think you can sing?
Maybe you need a day. I mean, maybe tomorrow, if Brady Singer's good, we'll do something about the Masked Singer.
Oh, you're gonna sing it? Yeah, that premieres tomorrow night on Fox.
Oh God, I don't get that show. Am I the only one who's like, this is the dumbest thing ever? Who cares? I feel like I am because it's very popular.
Half of it's really dumb, and half of it's like really entertaining. I'll be honest.
That's fine. And look, I'm all about guilty pleasure shows. I mean, please. I'm the guy who was telling everybody 2 years ago to watch Cobra Kai when it was on YouTube Red. And I got YouTube Red just to watch it because I knew it was going to be awesome. And it was. And everyone was like, oh, Cobra Kai is so good. No kidding. I mean, I told you 2 years ago it was good. Where were you? Where were you? I don't want YouTube Red. Well, sometimes you have to take one for the team in order to get some good fun. Anyway, let's continue on. Frankie Montas, 7.3 against Dustin May, 8K. Look, going into the season, I could not have been higher on Frankie Montas. Leaving the season, I am bruised, battered, bewildered. I can't handle it. So I'm gonna take a hard pass here, even though I'm getting a huge discount. Dustin May at 8K is very tempting. Are you tempted by either of these guys because of the price here? Because May is 9.3 on DK, Montas is 8.5, but on FanDuel, the single pitcher site, you can basically get whatever you want if you take a side in this game. Are you willing to roll the dice there, or are we going to stick to our guns, which is all year? Hey, just get the pitching right in 2020, and if you do, you have a good shot at least cashing.
Yeah, I'm going to just stick to my guns here because the thing with May is he doesn't strike guys out, and he might not make it 6 innings. It's really frustrating because so fun to watch, such nasty stuff, just doesn't do it. And I'm with you on Frankie. I loved Frankie this year. And facing a Dodgers team, I'm just going to sit back and watch and hope he does well. I'm going to root for him, but I can't put money on him.
Why can't Dustin May get better? Like,
I can't figure it out.
I don't understand.
I can't figure it out. I listen to guys that are pitching experts, and they talk about his stuff. It's almost like they're saying his movement's so crazy, batters just give up on it so that it misses the zone, and it's weird. It's very weird.
I'm starting to wonder if he's going to end up being like an elite level Josh Hader type guy.
That's what it feels like a bullpen guy for sure.
And that's a little, scary. I don't know if that's necessarily the way I want to go about things, but Drew Smiley, 7.6 against Kyle Freeland. This one will wrap things up here. I got to say, I have no interest in either of these two pitchers tonight, so I don't like to waste people's time with all of that. That being said, offensively, hey, it's same deal as yesterday, basically. Your San Francisco Giants are on DK, pretty decent price. Darren Ruff is at 2.4. That's a decent one. A little bit of juggling in the lineup potentially too lately. Have I seen that correctly? Like starting to move some guys around a little bit, get a little this and that. By the way, FanDuel, Darren Ruff is 2.4 also. So pretty cheap on both sites there for him if you want to get involved, if he's in the lineup tonight. Any other thoughts on the Rockies Giants here?
No, Ruff will be hitting cleanup, so that's one to definitely look out for value and just kind of see the lineups because they have moved things around. If certain guys, like a Solano bat in second, you get like a Solano Ruff stack really cheap, and that'll be a very nice matchup for Freeland, so check that out. One thing I do want to mention on that Dodgers game, just super quick, if you're playing DraftKings and you're playing tournaments more so than cash, Edwin Rios is at third base, and they priced him at $2,100 for some reason. So if you want a free square in a tournament, that's your guy.
Nice. I like free squares. Everybody likes free squares. Speaking of free stuff, it's that time again, boys and girls. It's time to call our shot. Bubba and I are each going to pick somebody to leave the yard. And if you want to get involved in the game, you head over to Twitter and you follow us at LineStar App, LineStar MLB, and retweet this segment. Give us your home run call, and you can win some free stuff courtesy of the LineStar App. So here we go. Let's get this going here. Bubba, I'm going to let you have the floor. I went first yesterday, I believe. So now it's your turn. Who is leaving the yard tonight?
Well, we have our good old friend Nick Pivetta taking the bump in Boston this evening. So I am going with DJ Stewart.
That is a good one. There's you know what? I'm going to stick in the same game, and I'm going to go with one of my favorite Game of Thrones kind of names, Ryan Mountcastle.
Yes.
I'm going to go, yes, let's go. Stewart and Mountcastle back to back. Can we do it? I think we can. This is the way I want to kind of, end the season here with some good home run calls. Let's go back to back, have a little fun. So everybody's going to be watching that Oriole game real close. And again, go over to LineStar App over on Twitter and have some fun and go play around with us. You can get some free stuff. Everybody likes free stuff. In the meantime, we also ask everybody to go out there. If you've enjoyed the show, you listen to the show, give us a 5-star review. Let us know wherever you listen to your podcast. It takes 2 seconds. You give us a review. Bada boom, bada bing. It helps us. We've helped you. It's like your little thank you. It's like the end of the year where you have to tip everybody. Like if you have kids, you know this, like, the dance teacher, and then you've got the piano teacher, and you got the coach, and everybody gets some sort of tip or a gift card. This is ours. This is what you need to do for us. Go over there, give us a 5-star review, and also subscribe to the Pre-Snap Show with Scott Bogman and myself. Another good week of DFS and wagering stuff from us, and that show will be out later this afternoon, so keep an eye out for that. And then Thursday is the DFS preview. Friday is the wagering show for NFL with me and Scotty B. So that'll do it for us. I know everybody's rooting for a good Framber Valdez start, so we get the song again to open the show tomorrow. I know I am, so hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed and get what we deserve. All right, you can follow Bubba on Twitter at KCBubba. You can follow me at Joe Pisapia17. That'll do it for us. There's nothing left to do now except step out of the on-deck circle and into the batter's box and go yard. We'll see you next time, kids.
You've been listening to the DFS On Deck podcast, brought to you by LineStar. Hit subscribe, tell a friend, and stay tuned for the next episode from fantasy baseball experts Joe Pisapia and KC Bubba.